What's up YouTube? Scotty Tradition back with another video. I'm going to do my top 10 basketball cards in my collection today. These will be my 10, I guess, best cards, most favorite cards in the collection. And I did one of these for football a little while back, one for baseball, and one for just Packers, my Packers PC in football. So feel free to go back and check those out if you haven't already. A lot of fun to put together. And then we're going to get into basketball here. Basketball is definitely, I do collect probably, the three main sports, basketball, football, baseball. Of those, I'd say basketball is the least sport I collect, but I have put together a small PC of basketball cards. A little bit slanted towards the Milwaukee Bucks, my hometown team, but I do have some others in there as well. So let's get into it without further ado. Number 10 on the list. This is the 2018 Prism Luka Doncic. Obviously, Luka's had a great year this year. Really came on strong in the second half of the season. His team is in the playoffs as well, so will be fun to watch in the playoffs. This card here, obviously, there's a ton of them out there. This one's graded a 9. Actually picked up this card from Bob Lewis maybe about a year or two ago, so was happy to add it to the PC. I think it's dropped a little bit since I picked it up. I think these sell for about 180 to 200 bucks right about now. So I actually think basketball in general, obviously it got crazy high there for a while, and now I think we're seeing an overcorrection, and a lot of these cards, especially the Prisms and the newer cards, are super reasonable, but even some of the vintage greats have overcorrected, I think, to a point where it's actually a decent time to get into basketball, and maybe even a better time kind of right after the playoffs finish up here for some of those vintage stars as basketball cools off and people are heavy into baseball and football prospecting. But yeah, here's a Luka rookie card. He had a great year, fun player to watch, and happy to have that in the collection. Number 9 on the list, another more modern player. This is Nikola Jokic. Probably has the best chance to win MVP this year. I'm pretty biased towards Giannis. I think that nobody plays the floor, both sides of the court, like Giannis does. Giannis could easily be named Defensive Player of the Year this year. And then he has, very similar numbers to Jokic on the offensive end as well, and he does it in less time. Giannis's efficiency numbers are just off the charts. His points per minute that he actually plays. So not taking anything away from Jokic, he's a great player, but I just think what Giannis does on both sides of the floor. That's why I think he's the MVP. But I really do think it'll probably go to Jokic this year, just based on what the media is saying and doing. Obviously, they hold all the votes. So another great card though of Jokic, and this one's from 2015 Prism, and there is like so far less Jokic's out there than there are Doncic's. They're only 3 years apart, but the further you go back in Prism basketball, the less available the cards are. But yet, I feel like collectors are kind of treating all the years of Prism the same across the board. So it's a great time to get into some Prism-based basketball, especially like 2012, 2013, 14, 15, some of the earlier Prism releases. We're not as mass-produced as they were with the Doncic year. And then, of course, the Zion and Ja year as well. So happy to have the Jokic, number 8 on the list. Actually, number 9 on the list. Number 8 on the list is the 1969 Topps John McLaughlin. He was a great guard for the Milwaukee Bucks, and obviously went into broadcasting for the Bucks for many years after that. He's just one of those Milwaukee legends, and legends in the state of Wisconsin. Of course, this is a tall boy card, graded an 8. Just a beautiful example of Johnny Mac, John McLaughlin. Was a great player on that, those championship team, the championship team for the Bucks. Bucks were really good in the late 60s, early 70s. Very cool. So I had that John McLaughlin from when I put together the all-time Bucks set on the PSA set registry, and then I ended up selling off most of that set a couple years ago when basketball just hit the moon. I kept some of the main cards, but I did sell off a lot of the you know more like semi-star cards that were a part of that set. So, but I did keep up the Johnny Mac in the collection. Here's number 7 in the PC, the 09 Topps Steph Curry rookie. Obviously, I think this is a very important card. Steph Curry not only is he a great player and has a big personality, but he really changed the game in general in just making the three-point shot cool. That's, a lot of the younger players that are coming up now, they try to emulate Steph Curry. And the basketball game, if you've been watching basketball at any point in the last few years, you know how important the three-point shot is and kind of how teams are built now. They're built to have a lot of wings that can shoot the ball and put up points. So, because, basically the philosophy is that 3 is worth more than 2. So the most three-point shooters you can get, they can shoot a high percentage. That's like the way teams are going these days. And this is a Steph Curry's rookie. Obviously, black border on the back causes a lot of issues and chipping and everything. And this actually looks really nice on the back. That's why I picked up this 9. Thought it was a really high-end 9. And real happy to have that one. This one's come down just a little bit. But it's because he did injure his foot. And he's been out for the last couple weeks. So next on the list, I believe number 6. This is the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Oscar Robertson on-card auto, dual auto. This is out of 49, out of Immaculate, and just love this product. Just look at that beautiful foil and on-card autos, nice and clean. 2 all-time Milwaukee legends. These do not come up for sale or sell a whole lot, so price could be anywhere all over the board for a card like this, but really happy to have it in the collection. And I picked this up a few years ago, probably like 4 or 5 years ago now. Just super happy to have it. So those are the first 5. Let's get into the last 5. Here's a Giannis. This is from Panini Cornerstones. This is from Downtown. And check that card out. Just love that. You can see the foil on there as well. Very cool card. These Downtowns are great. One of my favorite products. They just kind of show different things from the city that the player comes from. Obviously, Giannis has got like the badger on the wall and the deer in the fireplace and the hunting hat up there. It's just kind of funny. Lots of things associated with Wisconsin. So these cards definitely are popular. They do sell for quite a bit in a 10. So was happy to get this before they kind of took off into those crazy high heights of prices. But just a beautiful card of Giannis. Next on the list here, another Giannis. This is his 2013 Prism base rookie. Again, this is a 10 of a... Giannis is probably already a Hall of Famer, to be honest, in the resume that he has. He's probably a top 20 player all-time already with the resume he has, which is crazy to think about, but it's true. And just the way he plays both sides of the court. These sell for about 15, as all my cards fall down. These sell for about $1,500, which is not bad. These got up as high as like 4,000 or 5,000, 6,000 at the height. And then they've come down quite a bit. But again, like I was talking with the Jokic, the further you go back in Prism, just look at the pop reports. There is not nearly as many Giannis base rookies out there as there are like Luka's or like Zion's or Ja's. They're not all the same. So this is a card that I could see growing a lot, especially Giannis. The guy is just unbelievable. Has a shot to just keep piling on the awards, and anytime Giannis is going to be on the Bucks, they have a chance to go in the postseason and win as well. So 1,500 seems very reasonable for this card, considering the lower pops in 2012, 2013, 2014 Prism as compared to the other Prism years. These actually have gone up about $200. They were about 1,300. So, but now as the playoffs have started, they've kind of jumped up to about 15. So definitely a card to keep an eye on, and I think a card that long term is still a good buy right now. Here is the auto version of his rookie card. This is the one where Giannis actually signed his full autograph, and great card, obviously. These kind of go hand in hand, the base Prism and then the Prism Auto from 2013. This card sells for obviously quite a bit more than the base Auto, but great to have in the collection as well. Now we're down to the final two here, and we'll show the birthday boy. This is this is Lou Alcindor. Later would be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This is his rookie card from 69 Topps. Kind of a key Hall of Fame rookie to have. Again, it's a tall boy. And man, just love this card. Just beautiful. And it is his birthday today, Lou Alcindor. And I was just looking at some of his stats, and they're just amazing. His all-time stats. He's got like 6 MVP awards. He was a 19-time All-Star, 2-time Finals MVP. He was on either the first or the second All-NBA defensive team 11 times. He's first all-time in points, ahead of LeBron. He's third all-time in rebounds. Like, the numbers are just astonishing for Kareem. So, one of the very best to ever play the game, and obviously happy to have his rookie card in a Bucks uniform. So, love that. We'll put him up in the back. And then, last but not least, probably my favorite basketball card in the PC, the 61 Fleer Oscar Robertson. Just love this 61 Fleer set. Would love to add a Jerry West and a Wilt Chamberlain someday. Obviously, these cards have gone up quite a bit in value. They've actually come down quite a bit from where their highs were like 2 years ago, but they're still fairly pricey if you want a decent example. And this is a very nicely presenting, nicely centered PSA 6 Oscar. So, and this is he was with the Cincinnati Royals, of course, before he joined the Bucks. Just love the colors from the set. Just a great card to have. So that is all I got. My top 10 basketball cards. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video. I will talk to you again soon, and thank you for watching.